Welcome to Carl's Flats podcast.
Episode 6.
We didn't say it's a companion podcast to the cultural.
Hey,
yeah,
6
episode
podcast.
6. All right.
So this is closed. Let me just quickly. Yeah, you look good on the camera. Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, this is professional. All right, yeah, and we're filming the sounder. All right. So I will say, this is a podcast about the culture war, right?
Yeah.
And we've seen some absolutely disgusting left-wing commentary this week.
Oh right.
Have you noticed that some left-wing people don't support the RMT strike? Have you seen it? Have you seen these left-wing people?
It's not in my algorithm, man. You're going to have to break it down.
These ostentatiously left-wing people in the middle of a strike moaning about how these comrades, sarcastically, are cancelling their bringer gig.
Cancelling bringer gigs?
Yeah.
That is definitely the biggest thing which is happening in the world right now.
The whole point of the union movement is to get rid of people stealing the labour of the working class.
Yep.
Bringer gigs being cancelled by a strike is a great outcome of the strike.
Yeah.
If that's a byproduct, you're literally stealing the labour of the working class, then moaning about the strike.
Terrible.
Some left-wing people are such hypocrites, right?
Yeah.
I'm the left-wing person. I'll say this: left-wing people need to get more behind the strike.
Say it to the camera.
Left-wing people need to get more behind the strike. As a left-wing person, I'm willing to concede that we've not been at our best this week, but hopefully.
Do you think left-wing people have been distracted by stuff this week?
What's more important than the strike?
I don't know. There was a commotion, wasn't there? There was some commotion.
Not my algorithm.
Not in your algorithm.
No, I'm interested.
No, all right. Well,
okay. Well,
what's going on with the strikes? Where are they at? I don't know. I haven't heard too much about the strikes.
So the union.
You know what I mean? I was listening to this other stuff, but now that you've come in so hot and passionately, I thought of actually, the other stuff I was worried about. Very low level.
Very irrelevant.
Really,
I'd say it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Inconsequential.
Who cares?
Who cares?
So the workers, the RMT workers, they're trying to get less work less hours.
That's it. They want a 33-hour work week
and have more money.
Yeah. Who doesn't want that?
And I think Eddie Dempsey. I love that guy. He rightly said... Is he the one who talks like this?
Yeah. Is he the proper geezer?
Yeah, he's a geezer.
Yeah.
Also, the union has to flex. He's in new.
Yeah.
So they have to win a strike.
Yeah.
Just to show Transport for London who's... We know how this goes. There has to be one strike a year. The RMT has to be given more money. And that helps protect the rights of the working class.
They do like to strike though, don't they?
They have to do it once a year. So...
Why do they have to do it once a year?
Because if they don't, then
would they get more support if they did it every 18 months? Maybe.
Stretch it out a little bit. They do need to do it once. They need to do it at least once a year. If you're a union and you're not delivering,
usually around summer.
This is the thing. People are like, oh, the union is disrupting me personally.
Yeah. But don't you get in front of it when you're on your way to a non-bringer gig? You know?
I had to cancel a gig.
Yeah.
I wasn't being a bitch about it on social media.
You were like, it's for the cause.
Yeah, I just said, sorry, I can't make this. There's a strike. Please book me again next week. Yeah, I had a bit of uncertainty whether they're going to book me again because I can't make it because of the strike.
Yeah.
But then they did. So,
Happy days.
And as he rightly said, working these hours, I
tell you what they are doing. They're making... becoming a train driver more of a compelling career path.
Yeah,
I reckon applications are going to start to go up. We're like, all right, we get a strike every year. That's like an unofficial, like an unofficial bit of holiday. 33 hours.
But seriously, the only working class people in the country who
they get any healthcare benefits?
Probably who get decent terms and conditions are the Transport for London workers, and it's because they have an effective union. And it's like, are there any other working class people that have? I mean, council workers, I guess, but and all the city guys get big pays every year. I think people just need to
Get behind.
Yeah, oh, boo-hoo, man. Exploit the working class.
What a name and shame, or we're not going that far.
No,
Comedy collective.
I see you. I'm not impressed. I'm fed up of this speech every month that comes up on my feed. What are you contributing? I think I've not that I care about that bridge, but if they do, and if they're one of the 10 people that watch this podcast, it's burnt.
Literally.
Because I support the RMT.
Which is the most important thing happening in society, in this country, right now.
Right now, yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
We're not pretending we have important things to say on things that are extreme. I will say this. One of the people posting a lot about it, I'm like, you have very strong opinions for someone who...
What? Why are you saying that?
That's my hot take.
What do you mean? What are we putting that on?
One of the people...
Alright.
You've got strong...
Fuck it up.
You've got strong opinions on this topic for someone...
Strong opinions... Wait.
I feel if I was saying if I was in a similar situation, I would be keeping
You would say you'd be a bit more low key.
I'd be keeping my head down. I wouldn't be like, these are my thoughts on the issues of the day, come at me.
Well, maybe they're worried that 3 speeches under threat in this country, you know, and they feel that regardless of the stains on their own name, that they still need to, like, you know, put it...
I may have done some evil in my life, but still I will fight the honest fight for country.
Yeah. Oh, you came in hot today. Man.
I have. I'm
coming real hot.
I'm fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
So, how's your week going, Carl?
Yeah,
Do you
all
have
right, man.
any comedy updates?
No, I've had a real chilled week in regards to comedy.
This week, you weren't there on Friday, weren't you?
Let's talk about that. That's the other really important thing that's going on.
You had a nice relaxing evening on Friday, didn't you?
I had a family event.
Fair enough. Not that relaxing, yeah.
No,
legit.
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I had an evening.
Yeah.
And you were not very sympathetic about this situation either.
No, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, you were like...
I was pissed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell.
Oh no, I couldn't.
I was taking time away from my family party to sit down and just create sort of arguments. It was my breathing space.
So people at home, you might not have noticed, but if you, other than the RMT stuff, which is obviously the most important stuff, there is a bit of tension going on, a bit of division, and we did a little microcosm of that at our gig on Friday. So we basically, as you know, I like to bring books to my gigs that I performatively read 5 minutes before the show.
Yeah, what did you bring this time?
Brought Ash Sarkar's book.
Right.
I should be allowed to bring whatever book I want to read at my own gig.
And you don't read it.
I did read it. I'm halfway
when do you
through
have time? Yeah, but you're not reading it at the gig.
I'm reading it for like 5 minutes before, if no one turns up early.
That's such performative reading.
Yeah, so like I get a bit, but it's in case people. Sometimes I'm there. Sometimes I set it up quite quickly, and I'm there for like an hour, so that's why it's there.
Yeah.
So brought Ash.
And you also just like to put out a bit of a message about who you are.
Yeah, I'm allowed to do that.
You're allowed to do that.
But sometimes it does backfire. We've got a few stuff here. We've got a very mixed messages coming out.
Yeah.
I like it. We've got two equally reasonable Russians, I think, hanging out with each other there. And equally reasonable, and the only voice of reason in history. So had Ash Sarkar's book. This big Eastern European bloke arrives like an hour early to the gig,
right,
and sees my book and goes, "Why are you reading this?"
Oh, this is amazing.
And then I was like, "Well,
how big was he?"
Between 8 to 15 feet.
Right. Okay.
In my head, 15 feet.
Yeah. The Eastern European, this gives them like extra sort of
big.
Yeah.
Big and bulky.
Yeah.
Nice guy. Very nice guy.
Yeah.
But was determined, saw my book and was determined to...
We have conversation.
Yeah, determined to share his right-wing...
You can do Eastern European accents, right? I think so.
I can't.
Why?
Nick. It's all the same. So, and then proceeds to share with me his I would say far right politics.
All right.
Far
right. I haven't heard a lot about that this week.
No. And before the gig, and because I'm who I am not going to be like, yeah, I'm just reading it because I'm interested in it. I was like, no, I support her. Mm. So now I'm debating whether.
So you went toe to toe. You just went, I'm not.
I didn't. I wasn't being.
You stood up.
I wasn't being confrontational. Yeah, I wasn't being confrontational because, of course, I couldn't.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I think this. Yeah. And then proceeded to have a debate over whether the British tradition of socialism through the trade union movements and the welfare state and the rise of democracy is a distinct tradition to what happened in Eastern Europe when it was conquered by Stalinists. But
Eastern Europeans, what I do like it, they are sort of like your guys' kryptonite to us.
They've got a right to.
There's nothing shuts down a middle class socialist like an Eastern European at the table.
It's very true. Yeah. And I also am like,
I lived it. It's bullshit.
Can we stop putting pictures of Lenin in like the town square? Because like you're basically alienating anyone who might agree with you, but who happens to be from Poland.
Yeah.
You know, like come on, like. Mm-hmm. But I think we had this, but he was being nice and he was desperate. He wanted to connect and he really wanted to have this conversation because I think I was probably the first left-wing person he's met that didn't immediately call him a cunt. Mm-hmm. It was.
I could eat this man, but instead I listened.
But it was intense because he was big and I was trying to run a show by myself, and then I have this giant it was intimidating because he wasn't like he wasn't exactly listening to social cues, so
he had no time for them.
No, he didn't need. You don't need to.
No. This is the power of man. They're big.
Yeah, and I told you about this.
What did I say?
And you were just like, yeah. It's your job. It's your job as a left-wing person to listen. You want to reach out to people, don't you, Nick?
Yeah. I still stand by that. Because you know what it is when you slag off the lefties yourself for not coming to the people and just staying in their own echo chamber and being, we're right, out on the back.
I think it'd be nice. It would have been nice to be in an echo chamber that night.
You got to be on the front line.
You know, for people, I was on the front line.
Yeah.
But he was nice. I think but he did have what I would consider very radical politics. And the problem is when someone is locked into an ideology, and you
I don't know anyone like that.
Right, you don't. Okay, so let me explain. You meet these people who are like locked into an ideology, and you say something to them, and they just regurgitate the line that they've been. And I don't even think they believe it half the time. So I was like,
that's not like everyone now, though. That is everyone.
Because I was like, I think there's a difference between like the Soviet Union and the British tradition, democratic socialism. And he was like, well, I think we're living in a fascist state. Mm-hmm. And like,
everybody loves
that
word.
What do you say to that? I mean, we're not. You know what I mean? It's two different. But I don't even think he believed it. I think it was just. It was just a thing that came out his mouth.
A spout.
That they've been. But if you can't agree on the same definition of reality, you can be polite as you want and try and engage, but you can't. It's hard. How do you?
Well, the only way you do is by talking, breaking out. But one conversation whilst you're running a comedy club on a Friday night isn't going to change.
Yeah, and I'm not. Yeah, exactly.
This is a conversation that would have to happen over several, and it's a conversation that has to not be about winning the conversation.
I wasn't about winning the conversation.
It has to be actually about dialogue. I think that word fascist. Yes, sick of hearing it. Everyone thinks everyone else is a fascist. Everyone. I know you think people are fascists, but I think that's. But we need to can we remove that?
Some people are though.
Yeah.
They are.
But if the word fascist is
would make a new word.
It's become like the Spider-Man meme. Yeah, exactly. It's become like that. If he's right wing and thinks we live in a fascist state, and then you think he has fascist beliefs themselves, then what are we doing?
Well, I don't know if he. Well, yeah, I think he
going around in a big old fascist circle.
Yeah, but he would have been happy. You know what I mean? If he was in power, I think a lot of people would have their rights taken away.
If he was in power.
Yeah. Or if people he liked were in power.
Right.
And that's the problem with like. It's like yes. What do you do with that? You try and de-radicalize them. But anyway,
no, you don't try and change anyone. You just talk, and eventually you focus more on your similarities and your differences.
Yeah.
That's it. There is no left-wing utopia. I mean, obviously.
Well, in Finland. No, there's no utopia. It's about trying to make things better, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Things can get better. That's what it's.
Things.
No, they can't only get better. They might get a bit better if we redistributed wealth and funded, blah 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 blah. Built fucking social housing.
Hell yeah, that would.
But yeah, I don't know. It was intimidating. It was intimidating though.
Yeah.
Purely from just having this person be like.
Yeah. You're doing Lord's work, man.
Yeah, I'm doing
the left wing Lord's work.
Yeah.
Don't know about the right wing. I don't know what he thinks about you.
Well,
you're going to hell.
Anglicanism.
Be going to church much?
Yeah, I've been.
You still doing the church?
Still doing the church.
Were you at church yesterday?
I was at church yesterday.
How was the sermon?
Great.
Yeah.
It was about strength through diversity, and another thing that was cool, we have a black Jesus at our church.
You mean the statue, right?
No. What? We have a cardboard, like arts and crafts cross. Yeah. And on the cross is black Jesus.
Okay.
Is that more or less racist?
It depends who put it there and why. Yeah, jury's out on that. I need to see that for myself, and maybe show a couple of mates as well. What do you? Yeah. Because what I'm seeing is it's like a black doll.
No, it's
not a gollywog on a cross.
No.
That's a different thing. What?
No, it's not. It's nice.
What kind of right-wing church you going to, dude?
It's no welcome. I don't feel welcome here at all.
No, I just wanted to have a little moment with the Lord. Oh. Now I'm part of the clan.
Oh, God. Oh, Vic said they were so progressive.
Well, I don't know if I agreed with everything.
I don't agree with that part.
But Jesus is Lord, yes.
But no, it was not. It's nice. It's like it's arts and crafts welcome thing, but it's very cute. Yeah, the good sermon about strength for our community through diversity. Very dramatic. A woman collapsed midway through the woman on a mobility scooter was like collapsed midway through the sermon.
On a mobility scooter?
Well, and they had to get.
What?
No, it wasn't like it was. No, it was like she had a seizure or something, and they had to get like people to do. I know it's not that funny a story actually, but
the power of the Lord.
But they had to get like they had people doing first aid on her. So you had the sermon here, and then you had first aid over here.
People having seizures, black Jesus. It sounds like a pretty crazy church.
I know, it was crazy. It was good though, and she was feeling better by the end. I certainly hope. But the vicar was giving like updates on it through the church. She's like, I know you're. It was really, really good because she was like, I know you're worried. I know you're alarmed, but we've got a surgeon and we're made of stronger stuff in this parish. Then proceeded to give this kick-ass sermon about the need of our strength through diversity.
Was it a little
and then at the end was like, she's okay. She's going to be okay.
You know when something goes bad right at the start of a comedy show?
Yeah.
Like the lights don't work or the mic doesn't work or someone, you know what I mean? That little like, something which makes it imperfect and then the MC just has to rise to that occasion at that moment. And it was because of that moment that the show got like a kick-ass energy to it and ended up being a great show.
It was good. It was just it was a lot of concern, but they did a really good job and it was that kind of, there's nothing you can do, so you just have to accept that it was a good metaphor for like things going on, and you just have to.
What things going on
in the world?
Right.
The world isn't so great at the moment.
Well, the RMT.
Yeah. I can't control that people don't want to support the RMT as they should.
Yeah.
and you just have to focus on what you can control, what you can't, and not let it bother you too much. Although I have gone on a rant about it for the last 20 minutes, so maybe.
But that's expression, you know.
But yeah, you have to just. It was like I don't have any control over this, so we have to just do it. And then we had community lunch. So this is now pro-Anglicanism podcast. That's the message we're spreading. Anglican socialist bisexualism. That's our agenda.
That's the name of the podcast today. So Anglican is Church of England, right?
Yeah, but we do Catholic shit. We've got incense. We've got choir boys.
Don't do all the Catholic shit.
No, we don't do that. we keep the good bits, but we get rid of the band, and we've got gay people in it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great.
The Church of England is without a doubt the most progressive religion, right?
We might be doing. I might have volunteered us to do a fundraiser for my church roof. You can find out about that live on the podcast. So I said if they want it, I can do it.
My mum will be so happy.
It'd be so cute. Also, it would our detractors who don't like us for vague reasons.
What, you mean like doing sets?
Doing comedy in the church. You've done that before. I'm not sure if I'd book you for it.
It was terrible. I don't want to do that.
I'd book other people.
Okay, yeah, alright, okay.
It'd be like when we did the RMT fundraiser.
Alright, okay.
You'll just be there and be supportive.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to go through that again.
Do you remember when we did the trade union fundraiser?
Yeah, that was good.
That was fun. Yeah, that was great. That was really good, actually. Yeah.
I also remember when you dragged me to Scouts. I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, okay, the Scouts.
When it was is it not going to be like parallel to that again?
No, it won't be like that. I think we'd book all of the wet acts we don't usually book.
Right.
For the church one.
You know, if you get booked for this gig, we really think of you.
We think you're a bit. No, thoughtful, clean. You know what I mean. It would be fun to do like a mixed like a multi-faith kind of lineup for the church fund.
I want to do it. Why can't I do it?
That'd be cool. Well, you can do it if you want. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
You do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to do it?
The last time I did comedy in a church, it wasn't that it was in a church. It was an average audience of about 80.
So talk more about that.
It was funny in a terrible way. I got there and no one told me it was in a church.
Right.
That's going to set you up bad, right?
That's not good.
That's not good. When you arrive at this building and you're like, hey, where's the club? And they're like, oh, it's in there. And you're like, the house of Jesus. Right. When I say a church, I mean it was a church, dude. I wouldn't high ceiling. It was a proper church.
Yeah, you want a low ceiling in comedy clubs. So
and then I looked at the audience and I was like, that looks like a church congregation, right? And then I spent it was 15 minutes in the middle, and it was meta funny, right? I told them that I was a bad booking. I was honest, and then I, for about 15 minutes, explained to an 81-year-old woman who R. Kelly was, which some younger people in the audience found that funny.
Hilarious.
So there was like a load of confused pensioners, and then a couple who were like, this guy's great. And then at the end of the gig, an old man came up to me, an old Irish man, I don't know, like 78 or something, and he took my hand and he went, I don't know what you're saying, but I enjoy your energy. And I was like, I think that's as good.
So
I think that's as good as a review that I could possibly get for that gig.
That's killing for the room.
For the room.
That's so sweet.
Killing for the Lord.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
This is like a weird turn.
Well, there's nothing to talk about this week.
No, there's nothing. To be fair, there's not much going on.
There isn't much going on.
The culture war.
Yeah.
You know,
it's been quiet.
This is supposed to be fun. This podcast.
Yeah.
So we can't. Well, we're going to wade in on things smaller than the RMT strike.
Yeah.
I think they'll win.
Yeah.
I think they'll win.
They win almost every time.
They always win.
Well, I think if you have the ability to shut down London effectively.
Yeah.
This is the only people I think who ever get mad at the people who strike are the people whose jobs are bullshit.
I know.
And don't actually contribute anything to society. So they're like, I can't strike. It's because you do nothing.
Yeah, it's like
I have a day job. I do nothing. But that's why I can't strike.
Define yourself by something other than the fact that you move papers around for Ernest and Brown or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh. oh, I'm gonna miss my meeting. we worked from home during lockdown for like 10 years. Like what?
You did your job in your pants for 2 years,
Show
bro.
some solidarity.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
pathetic.
Whatever happened to the binmen in Birmingham?
I hope they won.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
not as good at...
You're not keeping up with the binmen?
No, I just...
Well, they're another of equal importance.
Yeah. I support the binmen.
Yeah.
It's hot take. I don't know what they're fighting for, but I support them.
More pay, I think it was.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I think, or their pay got capped or something, and they were like, no. Birmingham smelly.
I tell you what I love. It fills my heart with joy when the binmen go on strike during Edinburgh Fringe. See people get upset about that. That warms my heart.
Yeah.
Oh, your really important show is...
Oh, it's a bit smelly now. Oh, that's annoying. Poor you.
You can't really claim to be on the right side of history, though, if
you're against the binmen.
No, you gotta just...
The working class solidarity.
Oh.
Right. There's not much else to discuss, is there?
Not much left, is there? All right. Shall we?
Like and subscribe, guys.
Yeah, we love you.